Stop it.
All right, so the point of this, I will be in the front. The reason why I'm in the front this time is because the road that we're gonna go on to the post office is nice and easy. Not a lot of traffic per se, and we can be in control of it. It's a single lane, so nobody's gonna try to come out from to the side of us. So I'll be in front. At any point, if you feel like I'm going too fast for you, and that's just your gut telling you, hey, I feel like this is too fast for me, let me know verbally. Don't try to catch up, but the main thing is I want to show you what it is I do when I'm riding, so kind of start to emulate some of that stuff when you ride by yourself or you're in front. That's it. This isn't a race, and I'm just gonna go the speed limit.
Yeah, the only thing I know for me, coming from a stop, going out, shifting fast enough to get up to speed is what I'm slower on right now.
And that's one reason why I'm going in front, because I want you to see how fast you're supposed to go. I'm not gonna gun it, but I need you to pick up the pace to get going.
Okay.
So while we're here, it's a long light. Once again, there's all this debris in the intersections, but you see there's debris there, but we can take this nice and wide, okay?
Okay.
So when we take off, what we do together, and I'm behind you, is that I let you go first.
You're gonna let me go first this time?
No, I'm gonna go first. I'm in front, so I'm going first, and you're just gonna follow behind me. But don't try to stagger it, and don't try to stay side by side. And if you feel like you need to take your time to go, then you take your time to go, especially on these blind turns, left-handed turns.
Yeah, this is total blind.
Okay, so just kind of wait a little bit. I don't see anybody. All right, let's go ahead and go, nice and easy. So now you go right behind me, and you see how I'm in the left position?
Yep.
Your job is to be in the right. There we go. You see how we're starting to pick up a little bit of speed?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we got somebody pulling out. It's a big trailer, so slow down a little bit. Okay. Now we can pick up speed again. See, those types of things, all I saw at first was the truck. And sometimes that's all people see, and a lot of people's inclination is, oh, the truck's gonna make it out of my way, I'm gonna gun it. Boom, right. they hit the trailer. So for me, it's like I gotta wait until absolutely everything is out of my point of view.
Yeah, that truck was pretty damn long to be cutting in front of us.
Yeah, right now this is a good speed. We can actually pick it up because this is a 50-mile-an-hour road.
Oh yeah, we're going slow.
Yeah.
It almost smells like pee right now.
That's probably your helmet. When was the last time you... I tend to pee in your helmet when I can't make it to the bathroom.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Sorry about that.
Sanitizing it in your own way.
Yep, it's sterile, and I like the taste. All right, we're gonna turn left right here.
We're turning.
Yep. So I like to get into the far left lane on these double lanes because that gives me the better view. So right there, I used my right hand because I was downshifting. It gives me the better view of oncoming traffic. So right here, you can stay side by side, but this is as far as I want to go. I don't want to get in the intersection. All right, now we can go. So I'm gonna go a little bit first. You're gonna go a little bit because I might have to go wide, but I didn't have to then. So if we both went at the same time, and I had to go wide, and you're in my lane, I'm gonna hit you. So it's so it's always better not to do that. All right, so this car is gonna try to make it. I'm gonna let it. So now protect the rest of our lane. So scoot over to the right. So protect the rest of our lane like this is just a big ass lane. Very good. This is one reason why I like this road, is because there's not much to the right in terms of intersections. A lot of it's to the left. So people are going to be turning...
I've never been on this road.
Yeah, it's a simple road. It's a simple, easy road. It's a 45-mile-an-hour road. Do what you need to do to maintain that. It's a lot of schools are on this road, so at this time of day, there's not going to be anybody really pulling in and out, and it's summertime.
Yay.
So it's just a simple, nice road. People are getting to and from their houses from work.
I haven't ridden my bike during this time of the day. I'm usually barely getting home right now.
Oh, yeah, I've only been to the post office once, so I've only done this maybe 2 or 3 times.
Professional.
I'm a professional.
Yeah.
No, I want to take you. I want to take you on the old Spanish Trail. It goes all the way along the mountains, basically. It's really beautiful. All right, so it just turned green. So I'm gonna maintain my speed. You need to maintain yours too. Cause see that white car? Yeah. So pick up. So thankfully it went before me, but we have such a big gap. It might have went after me and before you. So that's one reason why you need to keep the gap smaller than what we have it right now.
Okay.
So make it smaller.
I'm catching up to you.
I know your bike can do more than 45.
I haven't really gone that fast.
Yeah, you have. Always wave to scooters. They're people too.
Schmeet, schmeet.
So it's good visibility for us, but what is the visibility like for the people on the way back? The sun's in their eyes. You can see there's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the sunshades, you see them down. That means they're really trying to use it because it's starting to blind them. So be careful. They might be on their phones because they just got off work. They're texting somebody. And yeah, they're just distracted. So that's why your position is really important, is to protect my back end. But if I have to swerve, I know I can do this.
Woo! Look at you go.
Because, look at you go. No, because I see you in my spot, and I know that you're maintaining your distance from me, so I can swerve out of the way. So that is what I do. I'm right where you are when we're riding together. So at any point, like, you shouldn't even have to look. You should just know, because that's my job, to maintain that space cushion. At any point, if there's something in the way, you can swerve and not worry about hitting me.
So when I'm riding in front.
Yeah. I mean, and vice versa. So I mean. Yeah, but you want to pick up the speed now. You slow down, because we got this car right here. It looks like they want to turn left, because you see how their nose is pointed straight, not at an angle. So I'm just gonna kind of
let them know we're here.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't turn in our way.
So this one's a blind turn, and it's a bigger turn. So if you want, you can actually get into my lane, so you can see around. On these big turns, go ahead and spread yourself out. All right, so now that we're coming up with more visibility, it's your job as the person behind to get back into that other position, okay? So that's why there's a big responsibility for this person behind you. So when you're riding and you're learning how to do all this stuff and practicing everything, I'm over there making sure that I have a good line, making sure that nobody's come up behind us, making sure all these different things. So that's why I like to be in the back.
What I'm nervous about when I'm in front is the turns.
So we're going to have to slow down. You notice how there's all these cars slowing down?
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of roll up the throttle, maintain our space cushion in front. But go ahead.
Yeah, when I'm in the front, I don't know the streets that well. So I'm always scared that I'm going to miss the turn, and we talked about that, my emergency braking. If I want to hurry up and turn one way, and that's what we practice on. But that's what makes me nervous when I'm in front.
And yeah, and that's typical for everybody. Like, that's a very common thing. And at the end of the day, if you miss your turn, you miss your turn. That's it. You shouldn't be using...
I miss my turns in my car all the time.
Yeah, so you shouldn't emergency brake and cut across lanes just to make the turn.
Okay.
So if you miss the turn, you miss the turn, and that will go away once you get more familiarized with your bike and riding, and then you can start paying attention to traffic and navigation. But yeah, I mean, that's the same thing. Like, as soon as I started driving, like, I felt the same way. It's like, crap, I lived in this town for 20 or 16 years, 17 years. Right. Like, I forgot everything. And then driving forever, and I got on the fire department, and I had to start driving the ambulance. I'm like, I forgot how this city works. And then, I'm serious. And then when I got on the motorcycle, same thing. It just, once you get comfortable with the vehicle itself, that's the problem. It's not necessarily a new city, it's the vehicle.
Well, yeah, I just know that I don't know Tucson that well.
So we're going to turn right. So I'm going to maintain my position. We're just going to get in the right lane first. So watch out for these people. Watch out for these people.
I thought we were going to turn.
Yeah, we're not on this one, but on this one up here at the light. I'm just getting in this light. You need to catch up.
I know. I was slowing down. I'm going back up now. I thought we were going to turn.
Okay. Whoops. So now we're going to turn.
Now we're going to turn.
So now we can slow down. And now you can kind of get behind me if you want. Because right-hand turns, there's not a lot of room for error. So you can get right behind me and just kind of wait your turn to go. So right now it looks pretty good, but I'm gonna stop because it's been a long red for us, and I don't know if they're gonna get a green turn signal, this Mercedes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going. So just nice and easy, keeping an eye out for hazards on the ground. I'm gonna go wide. Okay, that way I can protect this lane too, and I can get out of this. So you gotta start accelerating. I'm barely accelerating. Don't be scared of speed.
Hello, sun. Jeez, it's bright.
So this is a blind turn, a blind curve, so people can turn left in front of us. So I kind of roll off the throttle a little bit and look. Same thing right here. I don't know if anybody's gonna pull into this area, so I'm just gonna kind of roll off the throttle.
This, like, P.O. box is hidden.
It's a geocache. So all this traffic, I mean, you've seen people get in from this lane, jump into that turning middle lane, and then quickly make the turn. They don't even get in there. Yeah, so that's what I'm worried about here. So we're gonna turn left at the Chevron. The P.O. box is right there at the place. But we're gonna turn left over here. So I'm gonna get into the lane. I'm gonna annoy these people, so I'm gonna watch out for this person. We're gonna get in front of them. So be prepared to turn left. Watch out for this manhole. There's no cover on it.
Okay.
All right, so there we go, nice and easy. Once again, you make your own lane. So we're gonna turn left into the parking lot. So nice and easy. Now once again, watch out for traffic. Just like that, this is an intersection typically. Okay, so turn over here. And I like to set myself for a good parking spot. So I'm gonna park in this last spot. I'll move all the way to the left. You can take up this right section. Now, I have to walk a little bit to the P.O. box, but see the angle of yeah. So if you tried to park there, it's just gonna be awkward. So right here, might as well just do it.
Okay.
So you can shut it off.
I'm already melting now that we stopped.
All right, so here, let's go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna shut off the 360 camera, but I'm gonna leave these running.
Okay. You ready, Freddy?
Yeah, because the 360 camera's up.
You want to take it off?
No.
You're so brave.
That's so brave.
I need to wash my helmet out.
I didn't pee. I was kidding.
It's really... I just smell like it's like a sour sweat.
Maybe it's your breath.
No, I brushed my teeth like 3 times today at work.
Why?
Because I had my workout smoothie, and that I don't like the way it makes my teeth feel.
It sounds a lot like it is your breath since you had to brush your teeth 3 times.
No, I just don't like the way my teeth feel sometimes, so I brush.
You mean you don't like the way your breath smells?
That's you. Oh, gosh.
Can't get boxes. They're not open.
I literally didn't leave my desk today.
I think I'm 11:37. Or is it 11:34? Okay, it's not that. Oh, this is 11:30. Oh, it is 11:34. Okay, cool. We got a fancy key. So now what?
Find the bigger box.
So number 2. Where's the big boxes? Are they over here? No.
Oh, my headphone came out of this ear.
What are you taking your stuff off for?
Because I said my headphone came out of this ear, so I'm trying to push it back in.
So number 2, rent a box. What are we gonna get? From Amazon. I think this is from Dark Horse. Dark Horse sent me something. He just became, it just became a DDFM legend. You having trouble there?
I'm getting it. I'm shoving it in.
That's what she said.
There we go. So he just became a legend?
I'll open it up on the stream.
Oh, man. I think this one came out now.
Okay, you need to fix that.
I told you, it's my ears.
What's wrong with your ears?
I think they have too much wax in them, and then they push my headphones out.
I don't think that's the case.
What if I get the ones that, like, wrap around my ear?
No, that would hurt. I have the same headphones you have. You just don't have the right size thingamajobber. Look at those babies.
Oh, yeah. It looks like a mom and pop. Mom and pop bikes.
Mom and pop bikes.
Or dad and daughter.
Why do you say that?
Because yours looks so big and mine is so low to the ground. Except mine sounds way better than yours.
Got my rock form case. Boom, boom, boom.
I need to get mine.
Yeah, you keep telling me you want a case, but then you don't want a case. You want a case, you don't want a case. So I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet.
See, the thing is I want the case, but I like your pop socket. I don't want to get rid of it. That's my issue.
Well,
But I want a case.
it's
Does that make
handy.
sense?
It's handy schmandy. So we're gonna get the fuels.
Okay. It's hot.
It's hot. I gotta take my bike in for the service soon.
Gee.
Actually,
you
let's
kicked
get
my
fuel.
Butt.
Let's get
Uh-oh.
fuel.
Okay. Okay. I'll follow you, baby. Oh,
You stall?
yeah.
Wah, wah.
I have my kickstand down. Whoops.
Whoopsie daisy. So this is a dangerous area. So all parking lots are dangerous. That's where a lot of accidents happen.
Okay.
Between cars, between pedestrians, between motorcycles, all dash. Alright. Gonna fill up my Indian. Gonna fill it up with the juice. Hi. So practice your slow speed. Don't be scaring me. You're gonna run into my car. Or my bike. My bicycletta.
My armpits, man.
What's wrong with your armpits?
I'm using like this new deodorant that's supposed to be like paraben, aluminum, all this free stuff that doesn't hurt you.
Aluminum's good for you.
Not in the armpits or not when it goes into your body. Anyways, I'm using it and it works, but it works by I don't stink, but I sweat.
You don't think that you sweat?
No, I don't stink, I don't smell, but I sweat.
So it's not an antiperspirant, it's just a deodorant.
No, which is good, it's just fine.
No, you need an antiperspirant.
I don't go anywhere.
But you sweat.
So what, you're not gonna love me with my pit stains? I love you with your with your stinky gooch.
Anybody in the comments, please let me know how to get the stink out of my pants. Man, I freaking ride around all the time, and I've never complained of my helmet smelling like piss. So there's obviously either your breath or your face sweat.
I don't know what it is.
Now we're talking about your armpits.
Maybe my smelling sense is a little different than yours. So maybe if I were to wear your helmet, I would think it smells like straight dog shit.
No, you like my pheromones. That's the problem.
Let's do this. Let's go.
Yeah, because
I
your
should have
pits.
turned off my bike.
You should have, but your pits.
My pits are like leaking all over the floor right now.
Now, everyone should be careful at gas stations because of women's pits.
Might
It's
slip and
slippery.
fall.
Might slip and fall.
It's not the oil that you should be afraid of.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
look,
not all
the
the
job I want.
What?
Forest Service.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's do it. All right, let's go home. Dee-dee-dee-dee-bee-dee-bee. People looking at me. People looking at you.
I think they're looking at us and being like, why is he letting that child ride the bike by herself?
Back to the lessons. All right, this car's going good. Sometimes they back up. All right, so we're gonna wait. How you doing?
Hi, he looks comfy.
He does. All right, because if I do a sharp turn to the right, I might hit you. So now you can go. So I'll wait up a little bit, but now I'm gonna start accelerating like normal. So I need you to keep up.
I'm going.
All right, very good. Do a quick little wave. So watch out for.
Wave.
So half the time, I don't even look at him. Like, I was looking at that car. I was just putting my hand down because I knew that he was there.
Because your peripherals are amazing.
They're amazings.
You got eagle eyes.
The eyes of an eagle.
Oh my gosh, I thought that blanket had like naked women on it.
It did.
No, it didn't. It had dogs.
I know. It had doggos. See, I saw the doggos with my peripherals.
How pretty.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's a beautiful ride. And then Old Spanish Trail, you take that road over there, and then you go towards the mountains.
Wow.
Yeah, so once you get a little bit better, we'll do that.
There's a little bit of green.
Or at least a little more comfortable, that's all. All right, so we're going downhill, and the chevrons tell you it's a sharp turn. And then we also have a stop coming up. So here, I like to roll off the throttle and start downshifting and letting the engine brake do its job. And then also applying a little bit of rear brake and a little bit of front brake. And then I'll just kind of play with it and make it all work for me. Because some people come in too hot, and then now they're trying to stop, and then they crash into somebody. All right, so I'm keeping an eye on the person behind us. So once again, I'll go and you'll kind of stay off-centered, but you move into whatever line you need to be in. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Hi.
Hi. You're on the cameras.
Hola.
All right, so
Spanish.
This looks pretty decent for the ground, so I'm just gonna do a normal turn. So now that we're straight, start accelerating. There you go. Try your best to accelerate to the speed limit within 8 seconds. I mean, if you're doing it like 10 seconds, 15 seconds later, that's a long time.
Okay.
All right, so this is good.
I don't feel like that was 15 seconds.
No, that wasn't. No. But there's been times where I'm like, you gonna go?
Like, where are you?
Yeah, seriously.
It's weird trying to go fast in first gear. Trying to like
you're not
accelerate
supposed to.
faster in first gear.
Yeah, first gear just gets you going.
Yeah.
You shift to second gear as soon as you can.
But I wait till I'm straight. Like
Sometimes that's not soon enough because it might be a long turn. So just because it's a turn doesn't mean you can't shift. You just have to do it. You have to do it smoothly. So I don't recommend doing it right now. I recommend you making it smooth when we go straight, and then you can apply that to a turn if you have to. So just try to practice your smooth shifting while going straight. So if you notice, we got a lot of people coming out now. So on the way back that way, there was nobody to our right coming out. Now we have everybody wanting to turn in front of us. And
that's true.
Yeah, so every single hazard that could be, that's happening. So this person wants to turn left in front of me. Slow down. Hey, look at me. Fuck. It's like,
I was closing in on the gap so they wouldn't cut in between us.
Yeah, but that scares me because that person kept rolling their tires, and if you're accelerating, you're just going to accelerate into them. If they're rolling their tires like that, that's why I said, look at me, and I started rolling off the throttle. I was ready to evasive maneuver because I had a feeling that person wasn't looking at me. They were looking that way, and they're like, oh, I can go after this car coming up, and we're coming up.
Yeah,
So,
I've done that before.
Yeah, so
where
that
cars have come up to me quickly on the other side where I wasn't looking.
Yep. And that's a problem with us as motorcyclists. People can't judge the distance. So I wanted her to look at me. I was throwing that out into the universe. Like, look at me, but she didn't. She didn't look at me until I passed her.
Maybe she got scared and she like just went straight submissive and looked down.
She should. Now that it's open and there's nobody to our right, I feel a little more comfortable. But still, that's the kind of shit that happens.
Wow, it's so pretty out. Now that we're rolling, I mean, it's a little bit of hot air, but it's not as hot as like an oven.
Yeah, today's hot air is a little hot.
Yeah, it's not bad.
There's been other times where it's the same temperature outside, but it was cold air.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna wave at this guy right here. What's up, buddy? He's on a TW.
Yoo-hoo.
So this is a blind turn. You don't know if anybody's gonna go wide, so I kind of just scoot over to lane position 2. That gives me a better view of around the corner. It's simple as that. Simple as that.
I like the lane positions, the 1s, 2s, and 3s. It's very helpful for beginners.
It gives you an idea of where you should go. Instead of just treating this as like you can only be in one spot because it's one lane. It's like, no, we're motorcyclists. You can move wherever you want.
We could take up the entire thing. You don't just stay in one line. That's noise. Pretty noise.
Hi, babe.
Look, Mom, no hands. Don't do that. You're going to fall into them. Stop it. Stop it. What if I flat tire you? Don't do that. Hang on, Daniel.
Why would you flat tire me?
Because if we were like on a bike, that's what my brother used to do to me.
So you want to stay close with me on these intersections.
Okay.
There you go.
I was distracted by your shenanigans.
Yep. So once again, we got a bunch of traffic here. You never know if somebody's going to try to get around somebody because they're tired of being behind somebody.
Okay.
So I'm presenting myself in the middle over here.
Okay.
Letting them know
That you're here.
Yeah, and then on top of that, it allows me to evade a little bit easier and quicker. So now that there's nobody here, I get away from this blind intersection. So if you want, you can pull out to this side. So that on any blind intersection like this, like cars might come out, you can scoot over. It's fine. Because presenting only does so much. At the end of the day, it's up to you to evade them.
Right.
So it sounds like, you know, what position should I be in? Should I be left, right? You know, for this situation, this situation. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, you just use every single spot. Play around, have some fun. If you're doing this, they're going to see me a lot easier than if I was staying still. Now, obviously, you don't want to get pulled over by the cops because you're doing reckless driving.
If you were doing that in your lane, would you get pulled over by the cops?
You could, depending on the cop. It could be considered reckless riding or driving or whatever. All right, so it's a new green for us. Watch out for this cone right here. So go a little bit wide. All right. Cool. Yeah, you can. And then that could just be their reason to pull you over. And then after they pull you over, then they can check your license and all that stuff. And then if you don't have any of that crap.
I'm not drunk, I'm not high, I was just trying to be safe and presenting myself.
Yep, and that's all you have to say. All right, well, thank you for going to the P.O. box with me.
That was nice, I'm glad I went.
Guys, if you want to send me anything at the P.O. box, I'll go pick it up, and then I'll put it on the wall, and I'll open it on the stream or videos and stuff. But thank you. I'm pretty sure it's Dark Horse because he was like, hey, it came in. I'm like, okay,
Okie
cool.
dokie.
Thank you very much, man. I want to see what it is. I'm excited. Well, let's get in the other lane. Watch out for the gravel. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.